Hello world, welcome to a Poor Excuse for a Podcast. I am Nathan McDougal, but you can call me Nate or you can call me Ransom. And today we doing episode 5. Go Kinfolk, go Kinfolk! And I got with me my brother from another, Tracy.
What it do?
I got the world renowned, most bangingest cheddar cheese.
What's happening?
And then I got the hitman, Booch the Nooch.
What's up?
Bucci. Don't call him Reggie. Call him Bucci or Reggie.
Right.
He don't like that. Mm-hmm. But today, man, we're doing, I don't even know, I can't call it a fan favorite because the podcast is brand new. But as far as the book goes, a lot of people favorite chapter 5, Go Kinfolk, Go Kinfolk. Man, get it, buckle up, man. Put your seatbelt on, man. Get ready for the go.
That's how we link up, it's a hit, and every time we pull up, what's up? We with the shit, and every time we roll up, it's the spliff. A niggas try to hold up, you getting hit, bite. Don't take it personally, this may not work for you. I keep that burner with me, might end up hurting you. Physically, I ate the track. Verbally, I state the facts. Herbally, I smoke the best. Change the game, keep the rest. Money make a mindset. Penny to a dime set. Flip a Michael Kors from a motherfucking time mix. Hustle, that's my nature.
Stacking a lot of paper, talking a lot of numbers. Hey man, welcome back. As you can see, I'm very excited about this particular episode because we're talking about this particular chapter, which is just upbeat and fun and kind of wild and kind of young and kind of crazy. But this is a Poor Excuse for a Podcast, which is a podcast that's based off of a book. It's called Poor Excuse for a Book, which is a book that I wrote, which you may or may not have read. But if you're here today, come on in, sit down, enjoy. We finna kick it. So I got the crew together, and we're finna chop it up about this one particular story, man. And this particular story is called Go Kinfolk, Go Kinfolk. And if you've read the story or if you're familiar with the story, then you kind of know why it's called that. But I'm gonna give you a brief kind of recap, just in case. Hold on, time out. Hold on. What the hell is going on in the background? Hold on. We'll be right back. Hold on.
Why she come out smiling?
Why she come out smiling? Oh my God. Why you come down? We're gonna go upstairs, man.
Okay, man.
Okay.
To use the bathroom.
Louise.
We want that sparkle.
Okay. Poor Excuse for a Podcast. This is episode 5, Go Kinfolk, Go Kinfolk. And this particular story, if you have not read it, is about me and one of my closest friends from childhood and our adventures behind the wheel of a car, which just in itself is debauchery, terror. Okay, so this story actually comes in 2 parts. I'm gonna try to recap this real quick. The first part is, and feel free to hop in at any point. The first part is me and Delvin. This is a young guy that I grew up with. We've been like super close since we were like 6 years old. Preston Taylor, living on the drive, and just out here ripping and running. And so when we are about 16 years old and we start driving, we out at Delvin's house one night. He lives on South 4th. So we on South 4th, which if you know anything about Nashville, this is just a few blocks from South 8, which is kind of one of our more notorious public housing projects. So we on the east side, we on South 4th, right, near James Casey. And we 16 years old, so the highlight of our life is teen night. These are teen club parties.
Which
so like,
shouldn't be open.
Which should not be open by any stretch of the imagination.
It shouldn't be a thing.
It shouldn't be illegal. It shouldn't even be a thing. So we are on the hunt for teen night. And this particular night, me and Delvin are always going out to teen nights and stuff like that. And for some reason, Delvin is just like super anxious to get out of the house this night. Like we be on South 4th all the time, and at this point in time, Delvin is serving. So he moving his little packs and stuff like that. So we would be out, and he asked his mom to borrow her car so we can go to teen night. She says no. He throws like a fit. I don't know why he was so determined to get out, but he throws a fit. He stormed out the house. Anybody know that? That's how he moving, like, yeah. And I'm like, bro, it's no big deal. Like, it's not even nothing going on specifically for us to be out. He's like, man, hell no, man. I'm finna get this. I'm finna move these little packs, and then we finna go hit up the team night. And I'm
like, good to say the least.
Yeah, and so our night is over with. I'm pretty much assuming that the night is over with, and out of the blue, like the sky opens up, and out of nowhere pulls up on the South 4th is this dude named, in the book I changed his name to BJ. His actual name is TJ. He pull up on South 4th, and he in like a Caprice that he had just bought not too long ago. He pull up, and he don't even move into a parking space. He just pulls up on the South 4th. He like, oh, what up, Devin? What you doing? He said, man, nothing. You just bought that car, didn't you? He was like, yeah, I just got it. He was like, shit, let me drive it. And I'm like, ain't nobody's dude finna let Devin drive a car. He said, shit, go ahead on. I'm like, what? Devin runs, hops in the passengers. First he runs to Sweet is Devin's mom. He run a Sweet car, grabs something out the car, hop in the driver's seat. Come on, Nate. I'm like, huh? He like, come on. And I'm like, hold on. I'm getting in the back. I mean, get up in the front. I'm like, what TJ go? Man, get in the front. And he like, he ain't going. We got to move up for the night. And I'm like, what is happening right now? What's going on? Right. Man, he on a mission.
Grant that father.
Basically.
For sure, cutscene.
Here we go again. Devin mash out. He said, we finna go to team night. And it was just something inside me was like, dude, this is not something odd going on. But either way, he mashed out. And I've been a big Nas fan since I was like 14. Like my homeboy introduced me to him in high school. Mergeron Brooks.
Oh, yeah,
for sure. He put me up on the Nas, right? And so I'm a big Nas fan, and at this point in time, Nas had just dropped QB's Finest, that Bravehearts compilation. And it's the Braveheart. So he dropped that, and on there, the single that they put on there was Ochie Wally. And I had put Devin on the Nas, and then we both listened. And then, like, I don't know what it was, but we loved Ochie Wally.
It was so the certified banger.
It was. Hands down.
From the track all the way up to what he was doing.
For a 16-year-old?
Oh, that
is the worst song.
It wasn't. It was literally our theme music.
Yes.
For our mind.
Yes. That's the perfect. Yeah, it is every raging hormone that a 16-year-old has manifested into reality.
Thank you, Nas.
I love that song. Look, me and Marshall was just at the Nas concert. Ochie Wally came on. Yeah. I started acting a fool. And so we get in. He put in that Ochie Wally, and he puts it. And Devin has a bad habit of putting it on repeat, just so you can lock in to the mindset of the song. So we drive. He got it on repeat. Ochie Wally, Ochie bang bang. So we driving, and this is I know a point that you wanted to hit on, the lacking it. Where you drive just ripping up the street, just swerving here. So he's doing that all the way down to the spot. And this particular team night is a Stadium Inn, which, if you know anything about Nashville and you know anything about our teenager, I guess it's the early 2000s and that teen night era, Stadium Inn was like the spot. But in retrospect, it was like a living death trap.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Man, Reggie said he drove by. And what do you see now when you drive by Stadium Inn?
You drive by Stadium Inn, and this is a business, an active business. Sure, still works, still open, and all that stuff. So you drive by, you see. First of all, the whole building is white. What's supposed to be. You look through the window. So the curtains are supposed to be white. I see yellow stains
from the interstate.
I see from the interstate. He's from the interstate, mind you.
It's like yellow, like pissy yellow.
Yeah.
Another curtain is like brown and yellow. And then this is like they might have one or two clean ones in a mix. It looks like
it looks like somebody died in every single room.
Like somebody died in every single room.
If you've ever seen The Shining, this is the prototype for this hotel has to be haunted. Like
it gotta be.
It looks like death.
Haunted, like
I think
they crackheads in there probably. Like.
They probably would get more notoriety if they were to make a dope, like I don't know, like a time movie. About that.
Yeah.
And I needed to stay open.
Yeah.
To stay open just a little bit so I can do some footage. I just needed to be a little bit longer.
So that is where the parties are. And in this era, the hotels, or whoever was promoting these parties, they would rent out like the ballrooms of these hotels, and they would throw teen parties there. And and Stadium Inn is so close to James Casey, and it's just so close to the city that a lot of the teenagers can flock there,
right there,
and just act the fool. So this is right near the Titans Stadium and just the pedestrian across the street from the Titans Stadium, right near the pedestrian bridge and the Korean bridge that'll take the Korean Veterans Boulevard Bridge that'll take you downtown. And so we pull up, and I mean it's so late in the night because our whole night has been spiked because we couldn't get a car earlier. So it's so late in the night that teen night is damn near over. But this is not stopping Dylan. He does not care. Yeah. He wants to go to teen night for what reason I don't understand. I see he get on the tangent and it's like there's no misdirection.
Once his mind is made up,
even
once my mind is made up, this thought is gonna be played out.
Gonna happen.
So we on our way to the spot, and as we get in there, they letting out. Well, this don't bother him because that's why he here for the show anyway. And so we get into the parking lot, and he is, I mean, it's a Boosie song that came a little bit late in the career called that Swerve Ride, Swerve Lit. That was like our whole culture. Man, he is going through this parking lot just like in TJ's car that he just randomly hopped into.
The nigga who just bought the car.
Just bought the car.
Bought that, dude. Yep. Go ahead and drive.
We go ahead and destroy the suspension on this bad boy. And he yanking it through there. And he got the Ochie Wally. So we yanking it through there, bang, Oochie. And you can hear us coming before we even get there. And it's just Ochie Wally, Ochie bang bang, ooh. And we moving through the parking lot. All the kids is letting out. They into the parking lot. And Delvin was like young superstar. He played football. He moving. He's just little packs and ain't not kingpin material, but he moving. Yeah. So they give you a certain amount of notoriety in the hood. Right. So he pulling up. I swear, I'm in the car. The radio is maxed out. I swear, I heard somebody say, "Oh man, there go Delvin!" And then so we moving in. They like, "Oh!" All the young and I mean, what about James? Like South Fade, they've been about that business for a long time. So these niggas is young and grimy, like. But when he's pulling up this car, they like, oh shit, like on some superstar. Yeah. Oh shit, go Delvin. Hey, let me get slow down. Let me get in. Delvin is just no disregard. Yeah, no. He's just still yanking it through the parking lot. Yeah. And they like, oh, they trying to flag him down. And then after a while, knowing that he's not gonna stop, they like, well, I can be part of it if I just jump on top of his car. They start jumping on the hood of the car, and they like bouncing up and down to the beat of Ochie Wally. And then it sounds amazing. And it's like the Twilight Zone. The girls start dancing in the parking lot. They twerking in the parking lot, and I'm just sitting in the passenger seat like. We weren't even supposed to be out today.
You trying to tell the slut ass nigga,
this is what I had to communicate with her after I learned. Do not tell Delvin to slow down. Do not acknowledge his driving in any way, shape, or form. Because like a shark, if he smells fear, he's only going to turn up more. So, of course, this is an early thing where I have not fully learned this yet. Yeah. So, but I love Ochie Wally at the same time. So, like, my mind is in conflict to where vehicular manslaughter or Ochie Wally. So, you got to make a choice. I choose Ochie Wally. I mean, people die every day, B. People get hit by cars every day, B. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, exactly. It's above me now.
You wasn't driving.
Right.
Perfect, yeah, exactly. It wasn't above you then.
He yanking in, the girl's dancing, and he's like, in a parking lot. He mashes down the gas, the car is screaming, skirt! And then he'll hit the brake, boom, and like, it's just mayhem. And then He mashing down the parking lot, and one particular girl standing right in front of our car, hands the elbow, knees to elbow, just going crazy. And Delvin, I'm like, yo, like he squirt, and the car like lifts up, and boom, we sit back down. And she still dancing. She ain't flipped up. Nothing. They made different on South Bay.
That was literally some Star Wars Jedi Knight.
Man.
Type of connection.
Man. And she still dancing. And then he like skirt and peel off. And we probably make like 2 loops through there. And it was just like bonkers.
Yeah.
And so this happens in like probably maybe the beginning summer. I don't know. This happens, right? So then we are living our lives, going on, being who we are, running around, getting the cars, going to teen night as much as we can, and then so that's the first half of the story. And the second half of the story comes up when we are in a car again. This night, Sweet did give us her car. Delvin's mom did give us her car, and which was a blue Oldsmobile. And we called it the Blue Chew. And it just it was her car. Like, you know what I mean? Like that we hopped in whenever we had the chance. So we go to another teen night. This was at Econo Lodge over on Briley Parkway. Okay. Right? And we are at the teen night. We standing inside. It's cool. Ain't nothing cracking. It's me, Delvin, and Scooter. Who cheese no Scooter will. And we inside there just chilling, kicking it, The party ain't talking about nothing too much, and then it's about to let out. And I should have knew something was wrong when Delvin leaned over and tapped me and said, "Let's go." Right? And then he like, so we
he been planning.
Yeah, he been plotting this all day.
Plot, yeah.
So we run out
because it's letting out. That's what he was waiting on.
Yeah, that's what he's waiting on.
That's why he wasn't tripping about pulling up the first time. They just letting out.
Yeah,
I'm right on time.
Yeah.
It's not that I missed that.
My time on paid in full, money making Mitch.
Yeah. When they leave, I'm right on time.
Yeah,
that's game time for me. When the club is letting out.
So we run out. We hop in the car and let the show begin. Hop in the Blue Chew, we shoot up the street, then we shoot back down the street. Now this is different because Stadium Inn sits insulated from the street.
Right.
It's in the parking lot. The stadium is over here. There's a bridge over here, and it's just parking lot in front of it. But Econo Lodge, another hotel that they having parties in the basement of, or in the ballroom of, sits right on a main street with traffic coming up and down it. And there's a Tiger Mart, which is an Exxon gas station, like across the street from it. A lot of people pull up over there and they chit-chatting and talking or whatever. But we not pull up to chit-chat and talk. We in the parking lot to act a fool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Delvin shoots up the street, shoots back down the street, ripping the car just from side to side. It's rocking. Yoom, yoom, yoom. We go through once. Enough people ain't came out. We go back up the street. We come back down again. Enough people ain't came out. We go back up the street. We come back down again. But this time we coming down. I mean, he is mashing that thing. It's going super fast.
Down Briley?
Down Briley, yes. This is where it all goes wrong.
Yes.
Okay. He's driving, of course. I'm in the passenger seat. Scooter's in the back, right? And I mean, this is all part of the game. We out here. Right. Delvin is on the tangent. You just gotta let him go. You gotta let him work it out of his system, right? So he's mashing down the street, and it's just real life traffic. There are real people driving on the street, and we are moving fast. He's cutting in and out of lanes. Delvin can drive extremely well. Like, he's always been able to drive extremely well. But there's a limit to every goddamn thing.
Yes, it is.
So he mashing, and then there's a car in front of us that done stopped. And now he's going, we going, I'm in the front seat, I never wear a seatbelt. I'm not wearing a seatbelt now. And once again, I'm like, yo. He hit the brake, the car, skirt, boom! And smack into the back of this dude. I rise up from the force. I rise up and boom, hit my head on the windshield of the Blue Chew, and when I sit back down, it goes like a movie, like Final Destination. it cracks, it splits. And we all just froze like, oh shit, what just happened? Like we done hit somebody. I done hit my head on the windshield. Devin look at me. He look at the windshield. And he look at me. And it's like eternity. And then out of the back seat, go Kinfolk, go Kinfolk. And Scooter yell out the back seat, go Kinfolk, go Kinfolk. And he just smashed out. We hop on the interstate. Gone. And the dude, I see the dude as we pass, he like hop out, and then as we pass him, he like, what the fuck? And we like, gone. And then he like hop back in his car, he try to chase us, man, you ain't finna go big, gone, man. And then when I get back to school, at Pearl Cone, somebody that I knew was there, and he run up to me in the football practice in the locker room and said, what happened? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. What? And that's Go Kinfolk Go Kinfolk.
Slightest idea.
So one of my favorite, it was one of the funnest to write, one of my favorite stories. But it harkens back to a time that I definitely want to jump into, that youth teen night and that car culture that almost every young black community has.
Right.
And I think in Texas they riding slabs and all that, but we was lacking it.
Without knowing about the whole
Texas.
Nothing about that.
Right.
Nothing about
just doing it. He just doing it because he was reckless. That's
Yeah,
why he did it. That's a thing y'all do? I didn't know that was.
Man.
I just do it. I just
Cadillac
like to do it.
turn.
Man, I just remember being in the car. A part of my mom's family from LA.
Okay.
So I remember in the car with my older cousin.
Okay.
And
They goes riding the whip.
And I'm 16. He's like, come in the, come holler at me. We going Saturday night, about 9:30. Let's go ride. I'm Go ride with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go. So we going to ride, and of course we get to Jefferson, and he's stopping.
Yeah.
Turning.
Oh,
stopping.
that's it.
What is this?
If you ain't doing it like this, you ain't doing it right. Yeah.
Right. And of course he got, little to my knowledge, he got 6x9s in there, sounding like 15.
Slapping.
Man, so I'm like, what is this? He banging E40. You know he East Coast.
So that's
okay. I know he West Coast.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes, he bumped old E40 and No Limit. So, So that was my first introduction to that. So I couldn't wait to reenact that whole situation. Right. And when I did, it was for sure glorious.
Yeah. Which is crazy, man. You just in that car, just loving it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Loving every minute.
I'm glad you brought up the with the slap in the car, like, because I be thinking about like the first, like, cause he got the Ochie Wally, and I'm sure bro had to slap in the Caprice. I'm sure it was bumpy.
He did.
So that's probably like, without you, that's probably like, cause I got a couple songs that made me fall in love with, like the 808 and the bang and the ride in the car and the swerving and I kind of fell in love with that. And I'm trying to think what song it was, man, because it was a song that a certain song that played, and I was like, nigga, this is why I love like whipping it and banging. And
I know mine.
What song was it? Fuck them other niggas.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because it was TSU Homecoming.
Yeah.
And I had a situation where,
what
song was
it?
Detroit, man.
Oh,
Made you fall in love with, like,
that's respectable. That's respectable though.
Yeah.
That's just, I respect
No
that.
more playing GA.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
He going crazy with
That was crazy,
man.
Yeah.
Trying to start shit on that.
Yeah.
But when you put that in here, I'm gonna be honest. Like it made me so proud because I was thinking to myself, man, this is a real life documentation of what we really went through without having knowledge of anything outside of Nashville.
And another thing I like about it is like this is prime time teen. Like this is what black teens live to do. And I like the story so much because it didn't end with nobody getting shot, nobody got ganged, nobody got robbed.
Some regular ass teenage shit that everybody goes through in general.
Yeah, it's like a Spodioti Dopalicious minus the niggas getting drugged out and the nigga who else wanted with Hollywood car. Like minus that. That's what it is, and that's what's crazy because Andre 3000 was able to do that,
man.
And you was able to live at, you know what I'm saying, without even, you don't even live in Atlanta, but it's the same thing happens. It's just the culture of like teen night, like
right. Because when Andre, when he said that story, I'm
reliving my teen nights. I'm like, I went to a house party and it was just like I went to a house party. Niggas got the shooting. And nigga, we like in the basement, but it's like a little closet in the basement. Niggas can shoot and everybody disperse. A girl fall in the closet. I'm in the closet already. Like, she fall on me. I'm like, damn, baby, what's going on? My stupid ass trying to back. Niggas getting shot. She was just like,
shooty massacre going on outside. That's what
baby, I grabbed her. Then baby, she said, yeah, I'm fine. And took out running. And I'm trying to find my niggas, and I'm like, it's just like this what black teen nights happen. Like it's just crazy, bro.
Ochie Wally encapsulate everything.
Everything.
And it's like they shooting upstairs. Like, hey, so what's your name?
You feel me? I'm really trying to.
Did I just save your life?
Yeah. I'm trying to be a hero out there.
The back of your mind is posting. Ooh. She really.
She really. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm worried about that.
Man, I can hear them drums, hear that sexy voice.
Yeah.
And so, man, it was like, oh, like, thank you. Whatever song this is manifesting.
That Ochie Wally is amazing, though.
Man, it's crazy, man.
That's the first time I heard Rapping Child, though.
Yeah, man, we was on that bad boy.
And I think the song, you mentioned it, I think the song that made me fall in love with that was the Boosie, the Swerve, because man, my cousin had it in the car and he had the slap, and I ain't never heard it. I was always a fan of like rap music and trap music and all that, but when I heard that, you ain't never had shit. And get the I said, dude, I don't know what this is, but nigga, I love it. I don't know what it is.
Do this more.
Boosie badass.
Right.
Yeah. And that music was just like a soundtrack to a young man's life, man. It was a
You ain't never had shit though.
That's
Swerve on.
That's what it is.
Bring your daddy in the pig. Swerve on.
Yeah.
Right, look at us, 16 big time.
Right.
Being able to throw
In
this
your mama car.
Right.
About to act a donkey on everybody.
Literally inside of a death trap. Going to a death trap.
Going to a death trap.
Not caring.
Not caring.
I remember teen night used to be so ballistic that when we used to go, I used to be like, man, if I have to, you have to come to the realization I might get shot going to teen night tonight. But it's like oddly something like, well, that's just it. You willing to risk it? All right, that's got to be what it got to be. Because you can't walk in scared. And you're going to blow the whole night. And you just got to be like.
I wonder how much does that really play into it at that age with every hormone.
I was just going to bring up
really plays into it.
So like
it's matter over mind with that.
Because
he's like, I don't care. What's going on? Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
It's don't matter, but the mind part of it, it's like, so Kendrick got on the Good Kid, Mad City. He like he referencing like he going to see a party with Shireen. He was like. Her cousin is a cold stone killer. But I'm trying to fuck. So I don't care about I might die. But it's work. So that's kind of how niggas is.
I'm gonna shoot my shot.
A young teen, a young black teen is like, I'm trying to go see if Gal down there, so I'm gonna go to this team. Niggas might get to shoot. I might even see somebody I don't like. But Gal might be there. So nigga, I'm going.
I'm gonna have to run the risk.
And that's perfect about the animalistic part of just raging, just hormones and exploration. Just okay. Well, what's going on? Where that's violence, or this is a situation where it could be detrimental or whatever you want to say, but I'm still jumping into it, and it plays to a part of just us being, just animals in general, and venturing through that, because just like how any lion or whatever, how they buck up sometimes and test whatever's going on,
and it's almost like that rite of passage or initiation into adulthood, like when you see the animals butting heads or practicing, what I mean, to defend themselves later. You go out here and you go into this wild environment where your safety is not guaranteed. There is no adult supervision. There are no like chaperones, and it is like a free for all. And it's like it is what it is. It's gonna have to be what it's gonna be because you can't look at your homie and be like, well, you scared to go? And it's like, oh no, let's do it. Man, I'm ready. I'm waiting on you. Like you 10 minutes late. Damn, I'm always late. Like you supposed to be here an hour ago. So it's just And I remember even a specific story from teen night of how wild it used to get at Stadium Inn, right? So we in Stadium Inn, inside the party this time, not in the parking lot. And every freaking event gets shut down early because they get to fighting. And normally Stadium Inn specifically, South 8 finna gang somebody, and that's gonna close out the night, right? Yeah. And
that's gonna close out the night.
So they in the party, and it's like a mosh pit. Yeah. And teen night, man, mosh pits ain't got nothing on what's going on in teen night. Even the song like throw them bowls and tell the club up.
Do what again?
Yeah. Okay. And so they in there wilding, and then it done got to the point to they whooping people. I think some dude that got. Nothing.
That was probably when y'all was in like college. I was finna bring it up though.
Yeah,
that's a damn masterpiece.
Yeah,
for sure.
For me, it was.
Yeah. So we in the club. They in the teen night in the club, whatever, and they done got to scrounging somebody, and is one dude. Now when they get to fight, everybody kind of bag up to let you know that they're not in the fight. Yeah. And whoever is the most monstrous is in the middle, and they're like, who else running with Hollywood Code? You know what I mean? Exactly. And like, so this is happening, and the circle done formed, and everybody who's not in the fight is trying to look cool, like they not scared, and like they you know what I mean? Like, ain't got nothing to do with me. And so this dude is wilding out, and it is a random dude who just sitting by him like, it's all cool. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Yeah. And homie is so hype. He's like, innocent bystander. Bam! Hit him straight in the jaw. Yeah. And the dude just takes a lick. He's like, damn, man, why you hit me like that? And he storms out of the club, dude. And I was like, wow.
I would have been like,
what's happening right there?
I would already know he's finna go get a gun. Man. So we might want to go ahead and disperse now.
He sounded like Red on Friday. Like, he ain't getting no you gonna cry in the car. But like that was just like what you signed up for.
Yeah. Like, for sure. It could happen. Yeah. That's probably why he took it to the chin and said, you know what?
Keep it moving. Man.
It happens.
That's all part of the game.
And that part was for sure.
Yeah. Innocent bystander.
Man. Nearest person.
Just because you're arm's reach. Right. Just because you're arm's reach. You finna get fired on.
How they used to do the college on college campuses, team nights on college campuses, like at Fisk and stuff.
Yeah.
It would be the same thing. Same exact thing. But it's mostly high school kids from that though.
Right.
Really? High schools though.
Yeah.
The high schools, you feel me?
Yeah.
They used to get shit though.
Yeah. Man, so by the time I got to like high school and started going, teen parties was low key like dead. So it was that was after Project X came out. After that, niggas tried to go overboard with parties. So niggas started doing
I remember Project X.
What year did you graduate high school? Just so
I graduated 2011.
Okay.
So
I graduated in 2002. So that's the span time. You know what I mean?
Right. So and at that point, while I'm in the midst of me being in high school, they have like mansion parties. So they'll go to like Brentwood and do it. That's where they got the shooting at. I'm trying to make the chick in the closet. But so it was another party. It wasn't necessarily in Brentwood, but same thing. We chilling, playing beer pong or whatever. We like, it was like a bunch of like Asian people. I grew up with I went to school with a lot of Asian, like Cambodian kids. I went to an Asian party that time, and we playing beer pong, whatever. And they get the shooting. Foul, you can hear the gunshot go off. And I'm like, oh, time to rendezvous. All my niggas rendezvous to the car. Yeah, okay. And we ain't got nothing to do with it. That's the go-to. Go to the car, my nigga. It's time to go.
Yeah.
Unless I see you into it with somebody, that's a different story. Other than that, go to the car. I see my nigga like just looking around I'm trying to nigga the car. It's time to go. Unless you trying to get shot. I mean, we ain't got nothing to do with it. So it's just like the house parties start to get like a little bit
too much.
Yeah, like they trying to do too. They trying to be too cool. Yeah. And that's always like, and I miss that. And I miss that when you fight. Everybody back up, I miss that whole little element of parties, even though it shouldn't happen, but it is what it is. Like, you know what you signed up for. Yeah. So I miss the whole element of like, it turned into one of my favorite movies on earth is Fight Club. Yeah. I love when niggas get to fight and it turns into a Fight Club. Yeah. Everybody back up and they watch the two niggas go at it. Yeah. Somebody get thrown out, go back to the party. Like I'm that element of partying. You go straight to the one shooting the end, trying to be cool. Yeah, it just watered down the whole going out thing. So
I feel you on that. And, bro, to be honest with you, I think that just raw emotion to just outpour in it, and then you get that raw feeling about being happy to be out and involved and around people and that sharing that time. I think that's what we all miss too. Like in general, people being able to just be themselves, and I know that's a crazy correlation with fighting and being yourself.
Hey,
but I think that's the essence of kind of what you're saying, though. That you miss, and I for sure missed that. I think a lot of people missed that. I forgot it was somebody. It was a podcast I was listening to. It was a celebrity was talking about how it may have been I don't think it was J. Cole, but anyway, they were saying that when they go out to their home city and go to the club and they just get a section just to have a place to sit.
Right.
It's no fun anymore because when they look at other sections, everybody's just sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's because
staring at each other.
And that's another thing. Yeah, that's another like the phone thing, man.
Yeah,
like, and I'm not that old, but I'm old enough to know when smartphones wasn't around.
Right.
And I'm old enough to to go to a party when smartphones wasn't around. So it's like, and I always think about now that smartphones are around, it's like, it's what if you don't want attention, if you don't want people to talk to you, you're gonna be on your phone. Like other than that, you kind of just like in a cut chilling with your people. But it's like the social thing is gone. Like
it's going.
It's just kind of dry, and I miss the whole phones not being there.
Like with somebody,
and that's when the fight started because I can't do that. I can't call my, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna beat somebody up.
And this actually brings me to two things. One involves me and you at a teen night. So let make sure I come back to that.
I think I know.
Another one involves based off what you were saying, like now that you've gotten older, J. Cole's like you kind of removed from it and missing it. I remember that teen night is such a gauntlet in Nashville, youth scene, like you know what I mean, such a staple, and it's so ingrained at you that me and Marsha were in San Diego in the Gaslight District. So this is the touristy district by no stretch of the imagination. I'm in the hood of San Diego acting a fool, right? But I'm in the in like a little nightlife area that they got. And we kicking it, we chilling, we bar hopping from bar to bar. And my wife is a baddie. So I got this situation of every time we go into another bar, like she's being approached or somebody trying. Like at one point, we in a bar, she's on the floor kind of just kicking it. I'm nearby, and some dude come up trying to like talk to her. So I just lean in, put my arm around her. My nigga, this dude tried to dance off me. As like to challenge me, like challenge me for supremacy for my girl, and I'm thinking like, bruh, I will smash you, I will, dude. Why you hit me? Like that's all we playing in my mind. Like, bruh, we do not dance off at teen night. And like so we hop and this happening like, and it's I can be insecure, but I'm not that insecure, you know what I mean? But after like a certain amount of time, my brain is like, click it, you know what I mean? And it's like how it used to be like, might get shot tonight. Nigga I might die out here tonight at teen night. I'm in this San Diego touristy nightlife, like, well, if it's gonna go down, it's gonna go down. So we go into the next club, and I'm like, shit, I'm on full throttle. I'm like, look, it ain't even go. And then and that's when Knuck If You Buck came on. And I had this, and we used to like, boom, and I'm solo, me and my wife, and I'm in the middle of the floor. Like who? And that was all Nashville nightlife. It was like y'all might stomp me out of here, but I'm gonna choke one of y'all to death. And that is San Diego. It is just an odd, like,
I feel you though.
I mean, it is what it is because it's just like. It was so ingrained in us that whole nightlife thing. So I'm in San Diego getting ready to get stomped out.
Bruh.
You gonna feel me before I go. It's better like, you know what I mean?
Out of somebody.
Yeah, somebody
I'm gonna make an example out of somebody.
But I appreciate that being in this book.
Yeah.
I have to say that again.
One of my favorites. Yeah.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I like how you were saying it's there and it's captured, and we were insulated and encapsulated and did not know about the car culture that was developing in Texas.
No, we know nothing
even
about
in
that.
Memphis, like we were just
nothing
we like 16, 17 in the hood, secluded. Like, you know what I mean?
It wasn't Google.
No YouTube.
What's Google?
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
YouTube? None of that.
We just independently living, and this the
Right.
whole thing sprouted up and grew and developed on its own, man. And is when you think about that, it kind of shows how like all these little black communities are connected in a way that's deeper than you could ever really understand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's definitely on the surface for people who don't know about Nashville.
Man.
Hey, bro, I gotta recall this one. All right, so me, this one time, it's the most epic lack of my life. So it's me and the homie Thomas. We downtown, and it was I think it was going up second.
Yeah.
And it was some people around. Actually, it was homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
So if you don't know about Nashville, every black person in the city pours out, and we just flood the whole city.
It's a
Not
black
just the city,
holiday.
within at least a 250-mile radius.
Right. It's
Everybody
like a black
within that
holiday.
black radius
Yeah.
come to Nashville. So anyway, so of course we are teenage debauchery, whatever else you can think of. 18, 19, got our cars and speakers.
Go mode.
Super go mode. I got TVs playing stupid stuff, just wilding.
Yeah.
And so it was a cop sitting in the middle of the street, and at that point, I don't know what gave us the courage to do whatever we want to do around this officer. Yeah. But I remember both of us pressing the gas at the same time, like really accelerating, doing the lack.
Yeah.
And pressing that gas is having the biggest hop right in front of the cop, and both of us turning at the same time in front of him, and just accelerating, and just it felt so like I don't know, exhilarating. I don't know what it was. I was like, cop.
Right.
It
Pretty much.
It was epic.
Isn't it like so crazy as to how when you young and you in them cars and you drive so much that you ever watch the cowboy movies when they be on them horses and it's like they minding the horse mind be one. You be in that car, somebody that must start moving like a horse. Like when you want to go back, you just go back, rip over here, rip over there. You want it to lurch for it. And like, man, being them, we be so connected with them cars, man.
Yes, bro.
You get them bad boys to do whatever you want them to do.
That was a perfect analogy.
Speaking of cars plus wild nights, me and Nathan can both attest to this. The Jeep that our daddy passed down to us. Both of us done had it. He had it back and forth to college. I had it I just had it for a couple years. And I know this nigga gonna have some wild nights in it, but the Jeep is like it's like the perfect thing to do on a summer night. Like I'm finna take the roof off, take the windows off. Jeep. We gonna pull out. And it's just you pick your homies up, bro. It's just like so much stuff happens in it. Like if it was a camera in the Jeep,
oh my goodness, if there's cameras anywhere,
it'll be crazy, bro.
I remember I got a quick Jeep story. So I'm in college at MTSU, Middle Tennessee State, and I'm driving a Jeep. And it is me, Herb, Tab, and Antoine in the Jeep. And it was a pool party at a apartment complex near the campus. So we pull up to the pool party, ain't everybody too cool, especially in college. Everybody too cool to touch water. So we pulling out from there, but we in the Jeep. They not sitting on the back seat. They feet is on the back seat, and they sitting on the top, and they holding on to the thing. So I'm driving the
Miami
Jeep.
style, goddamn.
Exactly, Miami style, Cash Money style. You know what I mean? Cash Money brothers. So I pull off in the Jeep, and I go through a stop sign, and we hit it and go, and then all of a sudden I hear, and like the damn police done got us, just sitting on the seats. But the funniest part is when I'm stopped and pulled over, and they get me on like a rolling stop, some bullshit, and then these niggas in the Jeep with me fall back and act like they sleep. Specifically, I'm not gonna say his last name. Antoine in the back of the car acting like he's asleep. And then to make it worse, his phone go out and it's a police siren. Ringtone. And I was like, I'll never again.
I for sure had somebody act like they would sleep on a pullover.
Man,
the officer he went so hard on them.
Yeah,
man, it was so funny.
They deserve it. They act like they sleep.
Man, bro, it was so funny, man. But that shit is crazy, man. Just that whole time, man, how that shit.
It was honestly a very dangerous time in life.
For sure.
But at that time, it was a great time in life.
Yeah,
and
it was hella dangerous for it.
Yeah. And I don't know if you remember this.
I don't know if you remember this. I think I know.
Let me know if it's a different one that you think of.
Okay.
Me and Cheese was at a party one time. I think this might have been at Econo Lodge also. The same where Devin hit somebody else in the back. But we in the party and we just posted up. We just chilling, not doing nothing. I mean, just chilling, cooling. Me and Cheese. And then all of a sudden, somebody starts like, people in the party, there used to be high school fraternities. I don't know if you remember those.
Sure.
So it was one of their parties and they was doing their little thing. Me and Tony just chilling. And then all of a sudden, I recognized one of the guys from the fraternity. We played football together. And then he's like running up to me. And he's like, chill. And I'm like, what? And then like other people run up, like, okay, cool. And they like, chill out. And I'm like, am I having an out of body experience? Am I doing something? Like, why you telling me chill? I'm just chilling. And then they like, hey, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. And I look, this is almost embarrassing to say, but since they was like chill, I was like, oh fuck it, I must supposed to be spazzing on somebody, and I just start going out, and I'm like, well fuck that nigga, because they kicking me out. And if I'm not gonna get kicked out. So, well, I didn't do anything. Yeah. So I said, well, fuck that nigga, fuck you doing it. And then me and you got kicked out. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Man, it was just the most random. And I just started going off on everybody. And Cheese was like, why are you yelling? What's happening?
Just chilling.
What the fuck was going on?
Nah, that wasn't the story I was thinking.
Oh, that wasn't the story you told?
So I was thinking of a story you told me when I was in MTSU. And I went to some little party.
Devin fell asleep in the bathroom.
No, not that. That's another story. But it was like y'all was trying to get. It was a nigga sitting on like you know how the bouncer niggas be like, nah, bro, you can't get in.
Yeah.
And so he said to somebody. Because of like the dress code issue, that's when niggas started doing the little dress code shit. Yeah. The dress code, he was like, nah, you can't get in with them sweatpants on. Yeah. And somebody hollered out, nigga, if I had a gun, I'd shoot you. Nigga, if I had a gun, I'd shoot you.
When we was in college, we was really wild. Yeah. It was like, not even really wild, but they was like, I think we felt like they were so much softer. I guess because we was used to those Nashville teen nights where it was very rough and aggressive, and then we would come in and it just felt like people was like soft. Yeah. So we I guess
excuse me.
Yeah. And so I guess we were like overly aggressive as a result. So we tried to go to one party at an apartment complex, and maybe we had developed a reputation. I don't know. So we walking up to the door, they done closed the door, and then we're like, what's going on? And they're like, no, we ain't letting nobody else in. It's like, you ain't letting nobody else in, and this is just a house party. Yeah. So we go back down the stairs. It's a couple of us upstairs beating on the door. Meanwhile, the rest of us are downstairs pacing back and forth in front of the balcony like a pack of wolves. Right. And it's a dude on the balcony. I wouldn't let them fuck ass niggas in. That's what it was. And somebody said, what? What you say? And then that's what Chili Charles said. If I had a gun, I'd shoot you right now. And I was like, damn. And then meanwhile on the door, they done bomb rushed the door and they're like, hey, we can get in now, y'all. And man, it was like if they could have pulled him off that balcony, man, it would have been over.
Man, if I had a gun in my hand, your life would be gone.
Yeah,
like,
that's terrible. That's very terrible.
It's very terrible.
Too much estrogen.
Man, too much testosterone overflowing, man.
So let me ask you what specifically was like. I'm gonna use this. This is the one I love this story for excuse for a book.
That's a great question. One, I think, and when I harken back to my youth, and I just think about a time in which we were like kind of unfettered, unrestrained, and like you were saying, being yourself, when you are purely you, when there's no adult supervision to filter the way that you act, when you are pursuing and doing what you as a teenager want to do, and you are making bad decisions, because that's what a teenager is going to do, because you just don't have enough data to realize like you should not be doing that, right? So I think in England, Go Kinfolk is really two stories. It's like this perfect night in a car, and then like short of vehicular manslaughter, the worst night in the car. And I kind of just pulled those two memories and kind of how they contrasted and compared together and kind of like locked them into each other.
Yeah, I mean that probably was the worst night in the car, because that was Hit and Run.
Smack, it was a complete crime.
Besides,
I hope statute of limitations.
That's definitely past that. 20 years ago.
Yeah, man.
But I definitely appreciated it for sure.
Man, I'm glad you checked it out and read and tapped into that, because
I just can't stop thinking about all the retarded stuff dude used to do.
Used to, still do.
This is very true.
I think
what I got from what I wanted though, I'm for sure not satisfied. Like when I read this, I was like, all them light bulbs. I'm thinking about every person that can give us a good story.
Yes.
And I was talking to Nathan about that. I was like, dude, like black people, hood people, period, are the best storytellers, dude. Because if anybody else, like the three of us just told a bunch of stories about teen night. If we just go and grab like a old, random dope boy from the hood.
Right.
Tell us about when you went to Lime like that. Man, it was good. And it's gonna be so vivid, detailed. Man, bro was over there smoking a cigarette. And I was like, and it's just so vivid. Like, and you can put yourself there. I'm like, bro, hood dudes tell, hood niggas, period, hood people, period, just tell the best stories, man.
But and you know what? I think a lot of that comes from the dynamic of just being in the hood.
Yeah.
Being in the hood, you around just a lot of resourceful motherfuckers. So people's perspectives about whatever is going on is just can be way on each end of the spectrum. And to be honest, that's why I sent you that screenshot of that Love, Death with the Robots, Netflix show. Bruh, like a 20-minute Nashville season of 15 episodes of nothing but these stories.
It'll be crazy.
1,000 times.
It'll be crazy.
Whether it's in Nashville or Montgomery or Louisville or wherever it is,
anywhere
like that, I would love.
Once again, that Spotty will be dope-alicious. Like, you're going to get much of that.
Yes.
There's genuine moments that everybody can relate to.
Right.
That everybody went through.
And so I'm voting. My vote for more Nashville stories.
But
anyway, as we continue.
And I think we probably done went over our cap time, but I knew that it was gonna go like that with this one, because this is just one of them stories that reaches out and kind of connects with everybody. But we'll go ahead and bring it to a close here, and give everybody a chance to hit it with a closing word. But even before that, I'd like to thank everyone who was with us on the podcast, who's with us on the video podcast. And hey, thank y'all for coming out and enjoying another episode of A Poor Excuse for a Podcast. If you have checked out and read A Poor Excuse for a Book, thanks. If you have not, at least go find bootleg. Look on the internet for Go Kinfolk, and just take a look at that and let us feedback, comments, emails. I don't know, and comments. Reach out. You know what I mean? Touch base, reach out. And just let us know what your stories are. Maybe we can pull together a whole bunch of youth stories, a collective of youth stories, and go from there. But once again, I'm Nathan McDougal. You can call me Nate. You can call me Ransom. And going out with my man Tracy and Cheese,
baby,
and Bucci.
Yeah.
And we'd like to thank y'all, man, for joining us on another episode, Poor Excuse for a Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff too. But other than that, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Hey, witness on the beat.
In a minute, I ain't finished. Nah,
I'm still talking. So bitch, shut up and listen. I get lit and get belligerent. I apologize. I say that all the time. Somewhere I've lost my mind, trying to get it back. Do it with no strings attached. Not a boss, bitch, I'm a king. So I'm coming for that hat. Man, I'm talking about that crown. Turn it up, it's going down. Take 2 hits and pass it round. Take 2 hits and pass it round. I put killer in the air. My killers put you in the ground. You smell weed like everywhere, and your ass can't hear a sound. Cause my shit be super loud. Smoke that shit that move the crowd. They wake and bake and play my tape, and then they turn your shit straight down. I got shit that make them shake. I got shit that make them bounce. And the nigga spit that bass. Your bassline be way too loud. Like gon' make them move around. Like it's floating off the ground. Like so motherfucking lifting, like I'm surfing on the cloud. I spit dope and I smoke weed. Smoking weed, it help me breathe. Though as crazy as it seems, I don't want this how to leave. I be posted with my peeps. Been 4 days, ain't had no sleep. Too much money to be made. Man, I'm shooting for a week. We so loud, can't hear myself think. Smoking Casey Jones while I'm talking to this freak. Got a couple homies and she got a little team. But it's tomorrow, new set, new scene. Yeah, see flight do the most. Bitch, you ain't know I be bullin' with my bro. Oh, that's for sure. Keep inhaling purple smoke. Hold it, blow out my nose. Just pull the phone. Now we all moving slow. Money still coming fast. Smoking in it's that gas. Flying in Cloud City, I'm flying until I crash. I spit dope and I smoke weed. Smoking weed, it help me breathe. But as crazy as it seems, I don't want this how to leave. I spit dope and I smoke weed. Smoking weed, it help me breathe. Though as crazy as it seems, I don't want this how to leave. 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 I don't want this how to leave.